Ningaloo Reef is one of Australia's best kept secrets. It's home to over 500 species of fish and 250 types of coral, and it's also home to some of the giants of the ocean. The reef in Western Australia is one of the most reliable places on Earth to see whale sharks, huge creatures that can grow up to 18 metres in length.
Whale sharks are definitely not a scary animal. They're a beautiful creature. They're a filter feeding animal, so they don't have big chomping teeth, and they're just magnificent to swim with in the water. Before people get into the water with a whale shark, generally you can tell people are quite nervous. I think the idea of it being a shark sort of scares them a fair bit, and they're definitely out of their comfort zone being out in the open ocean. But once they've hopped in and actually seen how beautiful the creatures are and how magnificent they are, it's their excitement takes over, and they're just extremely happy.
Okay, this really is nerve-wracking. There's not much time to think about it because the shark has been spotted. And so pretty much as soon as he gets here, we just got to jump in.
Keep a handhold, eh?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
It's good to be quietly as possible.
It's not certain how many whale sharks there are in the world, and their position is considered vulnerable by the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. Photos of the creatures taken by tourists whilst in Ningaloo are actually used for crucial research. The images are analysed to establish whale shark movements, important habitats and population health.
Until someone has actually seen the magnificent, something like a whale shark, how beautiful it is, they might not understand the importance of its welfare and importance of it being protected. So I think ecotourism really tries to help educate people so they can get the most out of it. And when people see it, they appreciate it more, and then their word spreads more and more. And that's a really good tool, I think. And we try and fit in with that and try and educate as much as we can, and hopefully people we have on our boat on a daily basis will actually take that away with them, and then that will pass on to their friends and their friends again.
Well, the overriding initial emotion is just relief, as you quickly realise they're not going to bite you. And they are huge. The one we saw was about 5 metres long, so it's pretty much nearly 3 times the length of me, and they get to be double, triple that length out here as well. But they just gently float there, really serenely, just these little wafts of their tail. They just let you watch them as they float along there, just having a little bit of a feed. And all the worries that I've been building up for the past few weeks just went like that. The whale sharks normally visit Ningaloo between early April and early July each year, but there is another giant of the ocean you can see here year-round, the manta ray. Like whale sharks, you could easily be forgiven for being scared of getting in the water with these fellas, but again, like whale sharks, as long as you're prepared to put on a snorkel and a wetsuit, there's nothing to be worried about.
Mantas growing to about 6 metres, wingtip to wingtip. They're just a plankton feeding ray. They don't have a sting like a stingray, so they're completely safe to swim with. Manta rays can be a bit daunting at first, when you first get in the water, to be in the water with such a large creature, but because they don't have a sting and they're not aggressive in any way, they're quite safe to swim with. And once you get over the initial fear, it's a quite enjoyable experience.
These creatures, they just let you watch them. They're just floating there like some big prehistoric moth almost. And they are huge. They are nearly as wide as this boat down here. And they trawl across the sand. And it really is very calming indeed.
Most people are just wide-eyed and amazed. They're just being so close to such a large creature and so graceful in the water. Just sheer amazement.
The fact that Ningaloo Reef has managed to slip under the radar of so many people who visit Australia is almost as amazing as the experience you can have when you get there. It may not be as well known as the Great Barrier Reef, but the mark it leaves on people's memories is just as big, if not more so.